Come on now. When could he do that? Oh my God, man, this got cheat codes, bro. Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here with me, myself, and I on the ones and twos, and this is We Ain't Seen It Reactions, the place where I react to everything I ain't never seen. And today, if you read by the title, it's time to take one giant step into that movie territory for some Shin Godzilla. Yes, man. Can I just say that it is an amazing time to be a Godzilla fan? We have a lot to be thankful for because we don't just have one movie, we have two movies. We have Godzilla -1 that's already showing in theaters, and we have the upcoming Godzilla Kong, the New Empire. Yes, man, the franchise is booming more than it ever has, and I am just very thankful that I get a hefty helping of the Kaiju Mac Daddy himself, Godzilla. Yeah, now, I ain't gonna lie to you, like when I was seeing Godzilla -1, and mind you, I haven't gone to see Godzilla -1, I really need to do that because America has this weird thing where anytime they get an Eastern property, they make it a limited run, and it's there and gone in the blink of an eye. I really need to see that. You know, I feel like it's gotten some extra legs since a lot of people have talked about it, like word of mouth. It's giving it that extra oomph, if you know what I mean. But anytime I see Godzilla -1's design, I think about that other Godzilla movie that came out a few years back, which is Shin Godzilla. Like the aesthetics looks very similar, and I was very interested in seeing that movie, but I just never got around to it. But now I feel like -1 has, you know, kind of reinvigorated my interest to get into this, man. Like, I think the franchise is doing good, and I just want to play some catch up. Also, guys, since we are on the topic of how the franchise is doing, and we're talking about two different properties, that being the Eastern Territory where it originates and the Western Territory where it's been doing its own thing. You know, Godzilla -1, it's had a positive reception, and usually when we have these positive receptions, especially in a land that's not really akin to Western stuff, we always have these debates going on. You know, everybody just can't be happy that we have something. You know, we have options. They've taken it upon themselves to shit on the movieverse Godzilla or Monsterverse Godzilla, aka Legendary Godzilla, because, you know, oh yeah, I can't stand the fact that Godzilla's an anti-hero. Oh yeah, Godzilla -1 shits all over this movie. They should just stop the Monsterverse franchise, yada yada yada. And they always say that, man. They always like, yeah, we shouldn't even have that, man. We should just have Shin Godzilla and -1 Godzilla. But I think it's important to point out something, guys. Like, you can say that. You know, -1, it's creating this atmosphere to where I think it's gonna make the other team step up their game. You know, Legendary, they do a phenomenal job in terms of special effects, but I feel like it's gonna only elevate Legendary's production value and storytelling. But it's important to point out that Toho, the company that produces the Godzilla films over in Japan, they let the franchise sit there and collect dust. Like the last movie we had before we got these new ones was Godzilla Final Wars, and the writing was essentially on the wall. It was self-explanatory. They felt like the franchise, it didn't have a lot of viewers anymore. They felt like people weren't interested in the franchise, but thankfully, they were able to license it out to Warner Brothers and Legendary Pictures, who saw the potential, and Legendary Pictures produced movies that brought in a new audience for them. And you know what that did? Toho saw that it was actually successful and people were watching it and talking about it. And what did they do? They was like, let's go ahead and blow the dust off the franchise and produce movies again over here in our native land of Japan, where Godzilla is the champion. So yeah, man, if it wasn't for Monsterverse Godzilla, there would be no Shin Godzilla or -1. So take that into account and just enjoy everything, guys. Like, yeah, Japan, you know, they done their thing. They had a few doo-doos when it comes to Godzilla too. Like, they're not perfect when it comes to that, and they understand that nobody is perfect. Godzilla the Planet Eater, like, did you watch that? That's not good. Like, go check that out and see what they did to Ghidorah, and then we'll talk. But with all that ranting aside, guy, I just felt like I needed to point that out because a lot of people are saying that, oh, America's Godzilla is woke when they don't realize what the word woke is and understand that shit. I think Godzilla -1 is woke because it talks about anti-government and all these other political things, but that's not a bad thing to say, you know? So let's just enjoy the fact that we have options available and Godzilla is doing very well in theaters. So yeah, but anyways, with all that ranting aside, let's go ahead and jump into this, man. This is gonna be Shin Godzilla. So here we go. I like how this looks real. It looks very pseudo-realistic. That's a nice looking boat too. Man just left his shoes. Oh shit, y'all done fucked up and got on the wrong boat, bitch. Damn. My goodness, that came out of nowhere. What the hell is that? See what I tell you? This guy is already ready to just freak our minds. Yeah, look at that shit, man. Volcanic eruption. I mean, hey, it's Japan. Shit happens over there. Why are y'all looking? Evacuate. Get away from the fucking area. See, I ain't no better than the Americans, man. Y'all just be looking at shit about the fuck y'all up. They having fun. This guy about to post everything in the world star. Yeah, it's definitely something. He's the dick of all dicks. It's Moby Dick. All right, to the meeting room. Single file. We have free pizza over here. Damn. So this guy, he's the only one who's making sense of this creature, and these motherfuckers are trying to chalk it up to something else. This is how it always starts. You gonna rock the boat anyway, huh? So what's wrong with you millennials? Y'all take everything as a joke. Be TikTok dancing and shit. Okay, so there's the tail. It could be something else though. This could be like some morning wood. Now do you believe me? Did you see this shit? Yeah. You guys don't watch any kaiju movies. No. Why this is like an older version of Brenda's song? Like it could be your mama. I mean, you see the fucking tail wiggling around? Of course he moves. Right, these old motherfuckers, like, they worried about all the wrong shit. Look at all this destruction already. Oh, wow, he's already... Yeah, he's fucking shit up. My goodness. Hey, my guy. Ooh. He just twerking his ass off. You over there twerking in the water, making that shit pop? Okay, so is he gonna be like going through some kind of metamorphosis, like an evolution? Or they just haven't gotten a good look at him yet. Even if that's the case, this motherfucker could just cause a tsunami if he wanted to. My man gold. Damn, Samurai Sam was turned into Air Jordans. What? Hey, what y'all thought this was, man? You thought I was just limited by water, man? It's just a kiddie pool to me. It's time for me to come with a party yet. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Is that Godzilla? Why does he look like that? What the fuck? He looks so stupid looking, but scary. That's like nightmare fuel, man. Why does it? Oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of backed up traffic from this shit. Look at this. Boy, that's gotta be fucking scary to see this ugly looking motherfucker just crawling across the city, looking confused. Look at him. Hey, you guys. He just looks weird. My god. He looks like a bad creation from that game Spore. Why are y'all still in the fucking house? You shouldn't be in any kind of buildings, bruh. Wow, he's climbing up a fucking building. He doesn't even have any arms. Oh boy. You know they did. I'm sorry. R.I.P. to him. You better listen to future Brenda song, man. She has a point. Okay. Alright guys, let's just take a pause for the cause right there. This right here is very interesting because I thought Godzilla was just gonna pop out, you know, like every now and then, and it kind of be like an off-screen kind of thing where he blows something up and they kind of build up to his actual appearance over time. But no, it's a build up in a different way. It's like Godzilla is essentially just being born right now as we speak, and he's essentially crawling, taking baby steps of chaos, and it's gonna lead up to a lot of destruction, you know, once he gets to what we know he's going to get. Like, you know, we know he's gonna look a lot more different and a lot more familiar in a sense, you know what I'm saying, what we know Godzilla to be. These guys, like the government just seems to be, I don't know, man. Government, they think from a perspective of, you know, public perception, and they also think from a perspective of, I don't know. It's like they don't really think compared to one person, you know, in the group that knows what's gonna happen. You know, they peep game. Like this one guy, he sees that it was a creature. He saw that from the very beginning now, and they need to take him seriously. But yeah, so far so good, man. Godzilla looks very creepy. Once again, my man, the guy that directed Evangelion, I should have known that it was gonna have a lot of nightmare fuel up in the movie, man. It was gonna look very creepy. So I give him props for stepping outside of the box and actually bringing something new to Godzilla. This is very refreshing, but funny in a way. This is a very funny looking Godzilla, and I can't wait to see essentially the metamorphosis, you know, the evolution he's gonna take. You know, he's crawling. See, I don't know if that's blood coming out of his gills. I guess his body's adapting, you know, since it is used to being in water. Now it has to adapt to being on terrain. So yeah. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right back into this movie and see what they're gonna do for Godzilla. Here we go. So it's a tough decision to make. Gotta use these shits. We were reserving these for Michael Bay's Transformers, but we need to bring them out now. Oh yeah, they got the little mini guns and everything, and they ain't playing. They is not playing. What's going on? You smell something? Oh wow, he's standing now. Nope. That was an epic belly flop. Yeah, his legs are developing a little more strength. Oh shit, his arms are getting longer. Wow. He's evolving. Sheesh. Still looks like nightmare fuel though. Okay, he still has the arms of a T-Rex though. No, this guy makes a T-Rex look good. This guy skipped arm day. Wow. Fuck Thomas the Tank Engine. I need to hurry up and attack this motherfucker. There you go. Get this fool. Alright. Come on, are you fucking kidding me? What are y'all still doing there? You gotta, you know, admire them for showing a little bit of, you know, concern for those civilians, even if it's just two old people that are probably on their way out. Oh shit. He's glowing. He's glowing. Wow. Oh shit, he's running. Boy. Ooh, this nigga ain't playing with y'all, man. Y'all need to listen to Yaguchi, man. This nigga been knowing what's going on for the longest. Really? Yeah, it's like, it's radioactive regardless. Who cares if it's coming from him? Why are y'all so fucking slow? Really? What you need, girl? I got everything you need right here. Narita. Oh, this guy. Get that nigga immediately. Okay. Let's get to it. Gojira. Is that some kind of special Big Mac? Wow. So if that's what actually created this nigga? Yes. Slow down, girl. You over here spitting bars. Wow. It's pretty simple. Well, everybody's spitting. Personal service. Yeah, this shit just looks like Scribble Scrabble. Sure. She knows she bad. Weaponized. We do whatever the fuck we want. Itadakimasu. I'm surprised this nigga ain't came out and attacked yet. I thought he'll be back now. By now, he'll be back from lunch. Oh, so he's overheating. That's why he was blowing off so much fucking steam, probably. Oh, really? Blood clotting. Oh shit, here we go. Round 2. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go. His eyes look different. Right? Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Whew. Oh. Don't just sit there and look. Yes, run. A fucking fart from this guy could top it all over. That reaction was so weird. It's a giant tail hovering over you, swinging and barely missing some of the buildings. Boy, you have to tell me shit. I'm gone. So he on some sale shit, and this isn't even my final form. Alright guys, so as we can see, there are some things going on with two nations, that being Japan and that of the US. Obviously they want to collaborate so they can figure out how to stop this monster who the US has deemed Godzilla, or how the Japanese say it, Gojira, which I think sounds cooler for whatever reason. I don't know, Gojira, but I do like Godzilla, you know what I'm saying? I think that's also cool, you know, that's the name we go with. Yeah, it's like they've been trying to figure out what this thing is doing, all the while noticing that there has been a huge surge of radiation after the wake of this monster, and they can't deduce if it's actually Godzilla that produced the radiation or not, but I think they were able to deduce that after discovering these nuclear barrels that were underwater that essentially Godzilla was like feeding off of, and that's how he was able to evolve and actually come to land. It seems like Japan is like split on what they want to do. Do they fully want to like give out information to America and risk them turning this thing into a biological weapon or some other thing that they can utilize, maybe for energy or something like that? Nonetheless, they have deduced that Godzilla did go to a certain part of Tokyo in order to cool off, because he is a walking nuclear deterrent and he can overheat. So to adjust to his new body, he had to go to another location to cool off. And now they devised a plan to come up with this coagulant or this coolant that's I guess gonna freeze him in his place. Who knows, but he's back up again. You know, he had a good old rest and probably had breakfast before he left the house, and he's ready to devour some humans and fuck up shit. So let's see how this is going to turn out, because it's going to be interesting seeing what he does next. Hopefully he has the atomic breath now, but that's probably going to be till later, because they usually save that till later on in the movie. But anyways, let's jump back into it. Yes, it's bigger. That's what she said. Yeah, his face, his eyes, and everything have changed. To a fourth state, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. They're playing the music now, so he's back to what we noticed him to be. Still emitting a lot of heat too. He looks very volcanic. Shit. That's why you couldn't pay me to stay in no coastal cities. It's like Godzilla be right there ready to fuck up my shit. Goodness. He done got thick down there in the leg department too. At this point, he's gonna beat Monsterverse Godzilla when it comes to thickness. He's just chilling, man. He ain't worried about nothing. His tail is super long, though. It's longer than him. I don't think I've ever seen Godzilla's tail this long before. All right, let's go. No false calls this time. Let's see how he reacts to this, because Godzilla really hasn't attacked. He's just moved. Bro, it's not even leaving a dent on this dude. 16,000 rounds of machine gun. Please, just use it all. That's what I was saying, man. Fuck it. We can't be worried about it. He's going to destroy it anyway. Shit, they let them have it too. Man, he just used that as some smoke to inhale, man. He getting high off of them missiles. Nope. You know, a good way to kill this guy is to show him Phase 4 Marvel movies. Take it. Right on the knees. Let's see if that stops him. That's the only way they can reach him anyways, by shooting his knees. He hasn't said a fucking thing or done anything. Boy, they just letting that shit go on this nigga. I take it he's going to go through another evolutionary phase. Fire. Now. Banzai. No, it's not working. But y'all haven't done anything. Please tell me y'all have those coolant weapons ready. No. Wow. That's y'all ass. Boom. Well. You won't see him in Shin Godzilla 2. This man is just cruising. He's sightseeing right now while they just really trying to do whatever they can. You better hurry up and tell them to evacuate then. Oh shit. So he ain't tired yet, man. How many steps have you gotten in today? You better check your watch. This man is causing blackouts. He's gonna be the only light source before this is over with. Really? So we're going underground where y'all can be crushed. I don't think this is the wisest decision, but maybe they know something that I don't. Oh boy, like he got a chain on. He got a little glowing chain. You gotta go, bro. Alright, Pops, we'll see you. Easier said than done, man. Shit, he's coming fast. Well, you better hurry up. Damn, that hurt him. Shit. I wouldn't celebrate just yet. Develop tougher skin. There we go. Rawr. That's right. The dorsals are starting to light up. The fuck? What the hell is he doing? He's blowing out smoke. Wow. Wow, bro. This nigga is not playing. I ain't never seen him do that before. Shit. Payback. All right. Let's see, man. Let's see if he got another one up. And it seems like he's absorbing the energy from these attacks. Shit. Come on now. When could he do that? Oh my god, man. This nigga got cheat codes, bro. Godzilla ain't playing fair no more. Look at that. That's more powerful than his atomic breath. I can only imagine what that's going to look like once he uses it. I don't think that's just his atomic breath, right? This nigga got lasers that can come out of his ass. Yeah. I got y'all work cut out for y'all. I wonder if that's anybody in a suit or if this is still CGI. Maybe he's tired after that. I hope he's tired after it. This poor guy. I wonder what his plan is. Like, is he still devising something? I know he said it's still in progress. Is that Dr. Einstein back there?
Yes, there is a movement centered in China and Russia to take Godzilla from under the control of the Japanese government,
Wow.
hold it under the control of international organizations. Many countries are aligned with the opinion too. However, as for this government, we strongly hope that Japan and the US can perfectly control Godzilla together.
Alright guys, let's take a pause for the cause and just kind of recollect our thoughts on everything that's happened. So far, Godzilla has reached his fourth stage, I guess. It's like he skipped the evolution. You know, he went from being this creepy crawler to somewhat bipedal. It seemed like he still had a lot of pressure put on his bad legs. You know, he probably got all kinds of gout and arthritis up in them things. But now his arms have gotten bigger. His eyes look a lot more formed compared to the big googly eyes that we saw him in, which look like those eyes you glue up on those stick figures and stuff like that. Everything has changed. He's more recognizable than ever. But things that we don't recognize is his powers, man, because as soon as those Raptors or whatever kind of jets those were, those stealth jets that the US brought out, dropped those missiles on him, caused him a lot of pain and damage, but in return, I felt like that was energizing him in a sense, you know, or maybe his body just swiftly adapted and responded to that aggressive attack that inflicted a lot of damage on him, because this mofo can stretch his mouth out like them damn vampires from Blade 2. And he can not only shoot out this radioactive gas, but he can blow fire, which is the usual thing Godzilla does. But he can also shoot out beams from his mouth and his back from his dorsals. I've never seen that before, but that was so badass. And it's funny because for the most part, before that, Godzilla didn't really attack. He was just moving. It seemed like he didn't know where he was, like he was lost. Kind of like how I get in the Mall of America. He was just wondering where he could find the exit or the nearest bathroom, but he was causing destruction in the process. And it seemed like that's what he was doing for the most part. But after them bombs got dropped on him, that's when all bets were off. You know, we only deal with native bombs over here, not that foreign shit. And Godzilla got pissed off when he saw that the missile said made from the United States on the back. So yeah, we got to figure out what we're going to do with these guys, because Russia and China are getting involved, and we already know those are the mega powers right there. So we gonna see, man, because this is getting very good. I'm really enjoying this. Like, I'm enjoying the human aspect and the Godzilla aspect. So let's see what the humans got in store for Godzilla, and if this will stop him. Here we go. The hell is that? Oh shit, he's moving again. Is that his tail? Yeah, they serious, man. We don't play. We put a boot in your ass. That's the American way. Right, he might get bigger from that shit. Why didn't y'all talk to America about the freezing missile? I'm pretty sure they'll agree. But it's a race at this point, man. We don't have time.
国の重要決定事項だ。自治体レベルの話じゃない。しかし、受け入れ先の選定や許可だけでも困難です。一週間でとても。巨大不明生物が活動を再開した時点で、熱学攻撃の開始時刻は無条件に繰り上がる。それだけは犠牲者もやむを得ないとし、速やかに戦略牽制の弾道弾による熱学攻撃を開始するというのが安保理と多国籍軍の決定。
There should be other locations to migrate to. Boy. Okay. All right, you got something. Yeah.
しかし、そんな細胞学を持ってたら血液凝固促進剤も体内で無力化される可能性が高い。矢口プランが成り立たんぞ。あり得る話だ。で、どうする？他に代案ありません。矢口プランの角度は。
Yeah, y'all gotta make this work, man. This is a last ditch effort.
解析の準備は。牧本教授の解析表が解けました。そうだ。
Look how we have a first-person view up from the computer.
自衛隊だけで行動する作戦成功率が漏れる。
互いの士気は独立してるが、歩調は合わせられるか。
この国は疲れてるよね。空軍の海兵隊からのサポート志願者の続出よ。無人攻撃を調達する。どう？一口ならない。
We got this.
No guarantee of coming back in one piece.
Of course. I'll be the Japanese domain there.
Boy. Oh, this is what we all got here for, man. This is.
今回のヤシオリ作戦遂行に際し、放射線流の直撃や急性被爆の危険性があります。ここにいる者の生命の保証はできません。だがどうか実行してほしい。我が国の最大の力はこの現場にある。自衛隊はこの国を守る力が与えられている最後の砦です。日本の未来を君たちに託します。
That's right. We got to take it back. Ain't nobody else gonna do it for us.
よ、お金。了解。新橋より連絡。無人車両電車切り離し完了。ゼロポイントを通過。では、ヤシオリ作戦を開始する。第一段階。陽動集め。
Let's get it, man. We got the bullet trains back active. Ooh, okay, so that's how they're doing it? Like that. That's cool. Okay. Airstrike. So they just did that to wake him up. That's cool. Uh-oh. That is so cool how you can do that. Yeah, man. We got the game on lock, man. We own to something. So how are they going to ensure that they can hit this guy head on with the damn coagulant bombs? Because he can detect a lot of shit. And how much are y'all going to be able to stand when it comes to this radiation? He is not playing with y'all. He had to cool down eventually. Exactly. From the tail? Really? Boy, this is the badass Godzilla. right, guys, let's take one more pause for the cause, because I think that's going to be it after I start the camera back. But all right, so it's a race against the clock at this point. Like, the U.S. has already just deemed that, hey, there's nothing else we can do. We got to call the shots now, take matters into our own hands, and just nuke Japan. We're going to give you guys a grace period to excavate everybody out of there. But yeah, that's it. And all the while, there are certain people within the government that feel like, why are we just giving in like that? Why are we allowing a foreign country to dictate the fate of our country? You know, like, it's just one of those things that I knew was going to boil down to this. You know, I was like, America, they're going to do what they do best, which, you know, hover their finger over that big button, you know, and do what they got to do. And it's understandable, because Godzilla, he's becoming more and more dangerous. It's like he's continuing to evolve. He has photon beams now. He can do all these different things, and it just seems like he sleeps wherever he wants. You know, the sky is his roof at this point. It's like he doesn't even sleep underwater anymore. He just chills, which I guess I can't blame him, because he's exhausting his body by using these different techniques, if you want to call it that. So yeah, they're racing against the clock to make this coagulant bomb, which I'm guessing is going to attack the cellular membrane of Godzilla. I think they've come to the conclusion that they need to, use something that's going to like freeze him to the core, to the cellular level. And that's what they're doing. You know, they came up with this little thing. Now they understand the way Godzilla works, the way he ticks and stuff. And now they're just throwing everything from under the kitchen sink at this motherfucker to get him out of there. But once again, it's just looking like he's evolving even more. Like, even his tail can shoot out beams. I wasn't expecting that at all. But once again, guys, he is so freaking long. He looks like a Loch Ness monster, man. Like, this dude, he's built different compared to other Godzillas that I've seen. So yeah, so far so good. They are keeping him on his toes and just throwing out everything at him, and eventually they're gonna find an opening to shell out that final coup de grace to get him out of here. So let's see how they do that, man. Oh, so exciting. Here we go. Hey, he ain't gonna have no more to give after this, man. He gotta get back on a USB charger. Yeah. Fixed explosions. Alright, y'all must have stuff laid around everywhere. It's like, we don't need no help destroying our shit. We'll destroy it ourselves, motherfucker. Bought you a little blanket. Yeah, just cover him up, man. One big concrete blanket. A concrete snuggie. Give it to him. So one thing I can say about this Godzilla, he is slow as molasses. Lay your ass down. Special cranes, really. Yeah, just shoot that shit up in there. Alright, I see how we're doing this. They gotta make this shit hurry, yeah. Make haste. Here we go. Hurry up before he bites down, man. This shit is taking forever. Oh no! Are you fucking kidding me? Damn, man. Do we have another means of doing this? Can we shoot it up in his mouth like some Pepsi AC? Fucker. That just sucks that those guys have to die, man. But hey, we're doing this for the sake of Japan at this point. Let's take down those bad knees again. Bitch. It's a lot of trains. Oh my god. There you go. Bring the second platoon of cranes, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get some of that. Look like he's laying on his stomach talking on the cell phone. Oh, his tail is gonna limp. Yeah, he's freezing. I saw that coming. Ooh, y'all better get up out them trucks. There you go. It's working. Shit. It was close. Boy. Is it time to celebrate? Really? Yeah, we can rebuild for real. They need to give this guy a raise or a promotion. Shout outs to France, man. Bonjour to you guys. Right, you a U.S. puppet, girl. Don't forget where you belong. Okay. So is he going to run? Is he going to run for president or prime minister? I would still be fearful of this motherfucker. Ain't no telling what he's capable of. Oh my God, what the hell is that? So those must be all the offsprings that he was going to reproduce from his tail. But guys, that right there concludes my reaction to Shin Godzilla. What a epic movie, yo. That right there was off the chain. Like, this is Godzilla in a different light. Like, we've seen some extreme versions of Godzilla. Like I said, the aforementioned Godzilla the Planet Eater had one of the biggest, if not the largest version of Godzilla, that being Godzilla Earth. But this Godzilla right here was Satan incarnate. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's like, for all intents and purposes, he pretty much just... I don't know. He basically encapsulates everything that Godzilla is, which is a force of nature, you know. Like I mentioned earlier, for the most part, like for a good majority of the movie, Godzilla wasn't necessarily an aggressor, as he was just a thing that was going about, you know, just going about his, you know, routine, I guess, you know, if you want to call it that. He was just moving around. He wasn't necessarily destroying things just to destroy it. He wasn't being aggressive until the humans started being aggressive with him. But it was kind of necessary. And, you know, this is essentially like harkening back to Japan's legacy and the way Godzilla was even introduced, which we know came in the form of the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki with the Fat Man and Little Boy bombs that were issued by America, you know. Just like we see the people rising up right here, they're essentially doing the same thing, or they did the same thing back in those times when Japan was on its last leg and nuclear war pretty much devastated it, but they were able to rise from it. Of course, a lot of people died, like even the survivors, they died from radiation poisoning and stuff like that. So I like the way this is kind of, like a retelling of that. Not necessarily a retelling, because I think Godzilla -1 is that, but it exudes the same spirit, and kind of reminds you of why Godzilla was even made in the first place. Obviously we've seen Godzilla be champion, and we've gone on to see him kind of serve as Japan's hero and like the last line of defense against other alien threats that decide that they want to come against Japan and destroy it. He's there to bring balance, and I feel like this Godzilla does that in a way. He's not necessarily evil. I know a lot of people have said that Godzilla -1 is evil, and they like him for that, but I also don't think, even though I haven't seen Godzilla -1, I would argue that he serves the same purpose as this one. He's just a force of nature, and nature has no alliance. It's just there to do what it does. If you're in its path, then there's a chance that you're going to meet your unfortunate demise. And that's essentially what Godzilla is. But this one is very creepy. It looks like Godzilla was going to reproduce. Like his tail, it looks so creepy. Like it had little mini zombie Godzillas on it. I don't know, man, but shouts out to the human components of these movies too, man. Like, even though we spent a lot of downtime with the humans, it wasn't something that was boring. It didn't seem like I didn't want them there, like you would see like in the Transformers movies where, Michael Bay usually makes it about the humans, but they're insufferable. The humans weren't insufferable in this. This felt like it had high stakes. It was very serious. Japan was on its last leg, and they needed to do something to counteract this major threat that was going against them. Not only from Godzilla himself, but also history repeating itself with the Americans launching a nuclear deterrent over and essentially wiping them out again without them having the last say so. It's like, yeah, you guys have given us a grace period to get out of here, but you're essentially trying to repeat the same thing you've done before with a nuclear missile that could be twice as devastating, because we got to keep in mind technology has advanced. I'm pretty sure this took place in the year it was released, which is 2016 or 2015. So obviously technology has come a long way, and I'm pretty sure that thing, it was going to leave nothing. It was going to have nothing left after the launch of the nuclear missile. There was going to be nothing left in that. So yeah, that was Japan's last ditch effort in order to preserve what they have left. So all they can do now is rebuild. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, man, the cinematography in this thing was off the chain. Like, I'm guessing instead of having a guy in the actual practical suit, it was mainly just done with motion capture. Like, they did a phenomenal job, man. Really phenomenal. Like, they really did the damn thing. Like, I love the characters up in this, like particularly the deputy chief of security, Yaguchi. I loved him. He seems like he was good at making sound decisions and stuff of that nature, and just making sure that his land was preserved. Like, I feel like they really took him for granted in terms of like what they needed to do in order to promptly get Godzilla out of there. Like he came up with that decision to create this coagulating agent that could freeze him, and now I guess they got to figure out how they're going to get rid of him. Like, I really like the perspectives on the characters too. Like, when Godzilla is within a wide angle shot, you really see how superimposing he is, like especially from perspectives that just showed you this is a larger than life character that could easily just destroy you. But once again, it took time for him to destroy. He doesn't just shoot beams and destroy everything just for the sake of destroying. It's not, like I say, it's not destruction for destruction's sake. It's just Godzilla moving about it, and anything that's in his way is going to get destroyed. That force of nature element, it's very much in full effect up in this. So yeah, overall, if I were to rate this movie, I would give it an S, a high S at that, man. Like, I was blown away by the cinematography. I'm not sure what the budget is. I'm not sure. It says 1 billion yen, but I don't know how much that translates in USD currency. But I'm pretty sure it's not that big because apparently Godzilla -1 didn't cost nothing but a measly, 50 million, 50 to 60 or 70 million after inflation. So I would like to believe that this one is somewhere in the same ballpark. You know, the CGI, it's a little shoddy, but it's not bad though. It works. It really works. So yeah. But anyways, that's going to do it for us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reaction because I had a blast reacting to it with you and for you. If there's anything that I may have missed or got misconstrued, or if there's anything that you want to tell me what you liked or disliked about this movie, go ahead and do that in the comment section below, man. You know, we like having a little dialogue from time to time, letting us know what you like about Godzilla. We don't like Zilla, not the 1999 Godzilla or the early 2000s Godzilla. We don't like them right there. But yeah, just let me know, man. Let's create a little discourse up in the comment section below. And yeah, I appreciate all you guys for all your support. I'm still getting used to this solo dolo formula instead of the duo commentary that me and my wife usually provide, but I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it, man. So yeah. But anyways, this is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer. We ain't seen the reactions. Hopefully I'll catch you guys on another reaction to some more Godzilla content. Peace.